Hey guys, it's Sam. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a really big MAC haul for you guys. I picked all of these items up over the course of 4 separate shopping excursions, 3 of which were online. One of them I actually went to my MAC store to pick up the few items that I was missing that I wanted to pick up before Christmas hit. Speaking of Christmas, it's 3 days away. I hope you guys are done all your holiday shopping. I just finished today. I'm super excited to give and see how all of my friends and family react to the things that I picked out for them. Super excited. So in the spirit of Christmas, as this and the other video that I'm going to be filming after this one will probably be the last 2 that I do before Christmas hits, I did dress up a little bit more festive for you guys. I have on my Santa hat, which is a Montreal Canadian Santa hat. I love the Montreal Canadiens. My best friend, who I don't get to see very often because she lives an hour away, gave this to me today. We had dinner together and we did our gift exchange. I love it. So soft, so beautiful, perfect for me. She knows how much I love the Habs. I'm also wearing this sort of Nordic patterned sweater, which is actually a romper and pajamas, but that's besides the point. It is late here. It's 2 o'clock in the morning, I think. So my plan was to film these videos for you guys, and as soon as they are done, I'm going to get all snuggly and cozy in my bed and continue to binge watch episodes of The Walking Dead. We just got Netflix at my house. I'd never seen any of it, and I started it about 2 weeks ago, and I am addicted. I'm obsessed. I know I'm a little bit behind, but I'm catching up quickly, so hopefully I will be ready to watch the newest season. So before I go any further on The Walking Dead, because I could probably talk about it all night, let's get into what I picked up. This is going to be a bit of a long video, so I apologize for that. Just bear with me. I promise it'll be worth it. So the first few items I picked up are part of their permanent collection. You can get these at any time. And I'm going to show you guys those before I show you the limited edition things that I picked up. So the first thing that I picked up is this MAC Face and Body Foundation. This one is in N5. I know what you're thinking to yourselves. Sam, you shouldn't be an M5, N5. You're far too fair for that. And you would be absolutely correct. In their regular foundations and concealers, I do wear an NW15, sometimes an NW20, depending on how tanned I am. I do not use this as a foundation. What I do is I take about 4 or 5 drops of this, mix it in with some MAC essential oils, put it on a flat-ended brush, buff it onto my skin, all over my face, and I use it as a liquid bronzer. It's especially great for me because I do have such dry skin, so it adds just a little bit more moisture, puts some of the oils back into my skin as well. My MAC artist, who's also one of my really dear friends, she was doing her fashion show certification, and she showed me that trick. They use it to get more of a semi-matte, dewy sort of a look, especially beautiful in the summer, but I wear it all year round. If you also have dry skin, it might be something to look into. Just go and pick out a shade, a few shades darker than your own, mix it in with some essential oils, and you've got a liquid bronzer. So the next thing that I picked up, it is one of their retro matte lipsticks. So it's an old product, but it is a new shade. They just released a whole line of new shades. There is another one that I'm dying to pick up. It's sort of like a dusty, dirty rose sort of tone. I will be picking that up after the holidays, but I got Red Jade. It's this beautiful sort of like pinky, it looks really pink on camera, but it's more of like an orangey sort of pinky red kind of tone. If you've never worn one of the retro matte liquid lipsticks, they last all night. Whenever I wear them, I never have to reapply them. They're fantastic. I particularly love the wand. It is so unique. It's got that fine line, really good to do detail work, get up around your edges. Super soft to apply, and it's very comfortable wearing. It's not too drying. It does dry down to a matte, so obviously this is just while it's still wet. This color is beautiful. It's right up my alley. I haven't worn it yet, but believe me, I will be wearing it quite soon. The next thing that I picked up is I got a new strobe cream. So I already had their original one, which I've been using for a long time. If you've never used MAC strobe cream before, it's sort of like a highlighter. You can mix it in with your foundation, put it on before, which is what I do. It is also actually really good to combat redness. So when I have breakouts or particularly red patches, I like to put this on, let it soak into my skin, and then I apply the rest of my makeup on top. So they recently, about a couple months ago, came out with a new line that had new colors in it. So there was a red light, a yellow light, or a gold light. I can't remember what it's called. I picked up the peach light. It was the one that just suited my needs the most. I still do like the original, which you can still pick up. It's now called Pink Light. But I wanted to try something new. I've been wearing the Pink Light, or the original, for a very long time. I wanted to give something else a shot. So I'm just going to do a little comparison. So that is the original. As you can see, it does pick up a lot of like pinky, sort of white tones. Still a very, very beautiful one, but I love that they came out with these custom colors now. It definitely makes it easier to suit to your own needs and makes it a lot more universal for different skin tones. So that is the peach one up there, and you can just see, even when I apply them, the different tones that they're picking up. So that one's picking up more peachy kind of tones, and that one is picking up more white and pink sort of tones. So depending on your skin tone, depending on what you're looking for, they're beautiful. Definitely check them out. I'm kind of itching to get my hands on the red one just to see what it does, but I fear I might be too fair for that. So I will try it out at my local MAC stall before I pick it up in full size for myself. So the last things that I got that are part of their permanent collection are released in limited edition packaging. So they recently released their Shade Sense collection, and it's a collection of 6 of their most popular lipsticks and a corresponding fragrance that they thought went with it really nicely. So I picked up 2. I picked up one that I already owned. So there was an incident in the summer where I left this lipstick in the car on one of the hot days. It was like 30 degrees outside, and by the time I remembered it was out there, it was too late. It had melted, and silly me, without even thinking, I grabbed it to check how soft it was, put a huge dent in it, gouged it out with my nail, tried to re-smooth it, reform it, threw it in the freezer. It still works, but it's just never been the same, and it was one of my favorite colors, so I thought it was finally time to repurchase Velvet Teddy. It is a cult classic. Everyone knows about it. So this is the limited edition packaging it came with for the new collection. The lower half of the barrel is not the sparkly matte sort of one we're all used to. It is the shiny black, and the top, it is kind of matte. It's not as shiny as the bottom. I don't know if you can see that, but it matches the color inside as well as the barrel. So that is Velvet Teddy. I'm not going to swatch it because it is one of the cult classics. Anybody that knows MAC already probably has seen this shade a million times. So the other shade that I picked up, which I'm surprised I never owned, is Candy Yum Yum. So sort of the same as the Velvet Teddy, comes in with the color matching the lid, and just this beautiful, bright candy pink, as you would expect from the name. So the other 4 shades that you could get in this collection were Creme de Nude, Ruby Woo, Lady Danger, and Heroin, and they all came with the corresponding fragrance. I am going to pick up one of the fragrances. They are going to be permanent. I'm pretty sure I want the Candy Yum Yum one. It is said to smell like fruity and florally, but I was also torn because the Velvet Teddy one is supposed to be like a wild honey kind of smell, which also sounds kind of nice. So we shall see. So that's everything I picked up from the regular collection. Okay, I went a little bit overboard. I'm also coming a little bit late to this. A lot of people have already put up their collection videos for this new collection, but I didn't want to miss out on it. I wanted to wait until I got all the pieces that I wanted. It took me 3 shopping sessions to get everything I wanted. And I finally did it. I'm so excited. And of course, I'm talking about the Mariah Carey collection. If you haven't seen it yet, it's beautiful. It's sold out online, unfortunately, but if you rush into the stores now, you might be able to still pick up a few items. I know my personal MAC store, well, not my personal, but the one that I shop at, still does have plenty of items. There was one thing that sold out on the first day, and we'll talk about that. I was able to get my hands on it because that same friend that I was saying told me about using this as a bronzer was also sweet enough to sort of pull aside a couple of the items she knew I wanted so that I was able to pick them up the day that it released in stores. So without any more rambling, I'm going to show you the collection. I'm missing, I think, 5 pieces from the collection. I only picked up one of the blushes. There were 2. I didn't pick up either of the eyelashes. I only wear 33s and 7s when I do wear a false lash. The ones in this collection were beautiful. They were just a little too dramatic for me. I'm not really into dramatic lashes yet. That might change. Who knows? And then I also only picked up 3 of the 5 lip glosses. The other 2 just didn't really call to me. So let's start with the blush. So the other blush was in a like bright kind of candy pink. I picked up this one in Sweet Sweet Fantasy. It's sort of this like peachy, like deep peach kind of a color. I don't know how well you guys can see that. All of the packaging, by the way, is gorgeous. So it's either in this sort of matte gold color or it's in glittery silver, which you'll see in a minute. MAC spared no expenses with this. One of the girls at my counter said that they spent more on this collection than they have on any of them in the past. So that's just that color right there, swatch. Really beautiful blush. You could definitely sheer it out if you didn't want it to be so pigmented, but I'm not afraid of a little bit of a pop in blush. So the next thing that I picked up, I did get the liquid eyeliner. So this is My Night, and it does have that typical, you know, sponge applicator that MAC liners do have, and it is in this deep chocolate brown. When I swatched this earlier, I did think it looked sort of black colored, but it is, I mean, very obviously like a very dark chocolate brown. I'm normally a black liner kind of girl, however, once in a while I do switch it up and do a more, you know, neutral brown and bronze tone looks, and I thought that would be beautiful along with that. I did also get both of the Pro Longwear pencils that they released in the collection. If you've never tried Pro Longwear lip pencils before, they're amazing. They glide on perfectly. I've never had an issue with them. Definitely try them out. They do last a lot longer than their regular line, but there is more of a limited range of colors. So the first one that I got is in So Dramatic or Dramatique. I can't tell. It does sort of look like it has like a French kind of thing. And I'm hoping you guys can see that this is like some of that glitter packaging. It's not so sparkly as some of the other things, which I will show you later, but still very, very beautiful. It's sort of this like brown sort of a tone, not quite a chocolate brown, maybe like a milk chocolate brown, if you will. Beautiful color. It looks like it'll go really nicely with one of the lipsticks that I have. I will show you. I'll make sure I don't wipe it off before I swatch that for you. And the other one is in New Ombre, and it's this sort of like peachy toned, it's a little bit neutral peach, but again, another really gorgeous one. Goes really well with definitely a couple of the lip glosses, and also looks like it goes with a few of the lipsticks as well. So let's get into those next before I wipe these swatches away. So like I said, they released 5 lip glosses. I only picked up 3. I stayed away from the really, really light pink one that was more of a white tone pink, just not really my kind of a color, and I also didn't get the golden one. Again, it didn't seem like something I would wear. So the first one I picked up was in Dreamlover, and it's this sort of like nude, glittery, peachy sort of shade. Again, her signature is on most of the products, or all of the products. No, it might be on all of them. But there you can see the beautiful silver glitter. It's really, really apparent in the caps of the lip glosses, the lipsticks, and some of the powders and eyeshadows. So this is the first one here. It's just this really, really sheer toned kind of gloss. It would look actually really beautiful as a topper if you lined and filled your whole lip in with that new ombre color. You could also use this as a topper to a couple of the lipsticks, or just throw it on if you kind of just want like a sheer glittery, really quick look. The next one that I picked up is in It's Just Like Honey. So this one is less of a glitter, more of a reflex one. It is a bit deeper of a shade of peach, has gold reflex in it. All the 3 that I picked up are all along the same color family. They're just slightly different variations of each other. Oh, sorry. So that's the second one right there. Again, a little bit deeper, another one that would be great over top of that pencil. And the third one I got was an online exclusive, and it is in Butterfly Bling. In my opinion, this one is the prettiest one. I was the most happy with this, especially for color payoff, pigmentation. Absolutely gorgeous color. And it is just, like I said, a little bit deeper than those other two. I hope you guys can see that. The lighting isn't the greatest in my room, and I do apologize for that, but like I said, it's like 2 in the morning here, so there is that one as well. All 3 are beautiful shades. Oh, I just knocked everything over. There were 2 more that I didn't get, but I'm really happy with the 3 that I did pick out. Next, we're going to get into the lipsticks. I did buy all 5 of the lipsticks. I originally wasn't going to. There was one that I was like, no, I don't need that one. Then unfortunately I actually saw it in person and I was like, oh, I changed my mind. I need that one. So I am going to also lip swatch these as well as swatch these on my hand so that you can get a good idea of what they look like. Really quickly, let's be mesmerized by the glitter. I am not normally a sparkly kind of girl, but this packaging is to die for. I see exactly what that girl meant by saying they spent so much on this. They killed it, knocked out of the park. I'm not really surprised with Mariah Carey as the, you know, inspiration behind the collection with her name on it. I don't expect anything less. So like everything else, these have her signature on the barrel. I don't know how well you guys can see it because of the glare from my light. Yeah, kind of there. And the other beautiful detail that all of the lipsticks have is they have this beautiful butterfly engraved on them. Absolutely gorgeous. Makes you not want to use them, but of course they're so beautiful you can't help it. I know a lot of makeup collectors will pick up 2, one that they can use and one that they can just keep. I have a lot of makeup, but I haven't gotten to that point yet. I do use everything that I have at some point in time. So this first one is All I Want, and it is a frost, and it's like a champagne-y sort of a color. I am going to go from lightest to darkest when I swatch these, just so that you get the best color payoff on my lips. So that's just right there. Again, another one that would be beautiful, maybe with this first lip gloss, even with that lip liner. Absolutely gorgeous. I have a feeling my lips are going to be raw by the end of this video, but I'm willing to sacrifice my lips so that I can see what all of these colors look like. Okay, so like I said, that is a frost finish. Really, really pretty, especially in the winter time, I would think, especially the holiday season. I thought it was going to be a little bit too light for me, but I actually really do like it. This would be a great topper lipstick to put over, you know, any kind of a matte shade, and again, it would be great also over top of maybe a lip liner or another lip liner just to give it a little bit more pop if you do find the color isn't that intense for you and you're looking for a more intense color payoff. So I'm just going to wipe it off my lips so I can get ready to do the next one for you guys. Okay, so the next color is in Bit of Bubbly. Now this one is a cream sheen, and it is this very, very beautiful sort of like neutral, kind of reminds me of Creme de Nude in their regular line, a little bit different though. So that's just that right there. It's right next. It's this really, really pale, creamy sort of color. So I don't know how this would look on a deeper skin tone. On mine, it's almost the same color as my skin. It just mutes down my lips a little bit. I don't know that I would wear this one very often just on its own. I do like a little bit more of a color pop, but again, I could see this as a great base for maybe a more sheer lip gloss, or if I had another sheer kind of a topper, or again, pop a little bit more pigment, wear another color underneath for a liner and change it up. That's my favorite thing about makeup is even if you have one lipstick that you think looks a certain way on its own, if you throw a different color liner underneath it, you can completely change it and wear it in a whole new way. And I love that. So again, that's just what that looks like. Wipe it off again. And there you can sort of see the difference between that color and the normal pigmentation in my lips, which is especially red right now because I've been rubbing them. Okay, so this next color is in Dahhlinggg. I almost didn't get this color. This was the one of the lipsticks that I sort of said, I don't need that one. When I'd watched reviews on it, I wasn't super keen on it, but I think that's because the few that I watched, the girls that wore it did have a very different skin tone than my own. When I finally got up close and personal with this color, I was obsessed with it. Also, if you do hear like doors closing or noises in the background, my brother's awake and we do kind of share a wall. So that's that one right there. Sorry, I didn't even show you guys it in the tube. So we're moving up the color spectrum a little bit, getting into the more pinky, sort of peachy colors. Again, really beautiful color with that butterfly detail. That's the swatch of it right there. This one will probably end up being one of my most worn, one of my favorite ones. I can't believe that I almost missed out on it. So again, it's a very sheer, like light tone, so it's not sheer. It is a cream sheen if I did not already specify. A really beautiful color. These are perfect for me. A lot of times I'm running late for work or I'm at work and I don't have time to always reapply lipsticks, as I said, but maybe I don't want to wear a retro matte. These are perfect because I can sort of put them on without really looking in a mirror and know that even if I miss a little bit, it's not as end of the world as if I did it with a brighter color. Oh, I'm going to need chapstick after this. So the next color is in Mcizzle. Again, it's just a little bit deeper of a peachy sort of tone. So that's that one right there. I think this one is almost the best color match maybe for that new ombre liner. Either that or that champagne one. Actually, now that I look at it, is also very close. This was the one that I wanted the most originally when I saw the collection. So this is another cream sheen if I didn't specify, again, sorry. And it's just this beautiful pink kind of tone. It's almost like a Your Lip but better color, at least in my case, I think. Looks very natural if you're looking for like a more like toned down lip. Maybe you've got a crazier eye going on. That's probably my favorite thing about this collection is normally in matte collections, there's always one color that's way too out there for me, something I would never wear regularly, but this time, you know, for me, they hit the nail on the head. They're all very neutral, very wearable shades, at least for my skin tone, for my liking with makeup. Maybe not for yours, but definitely for me. So that's that color right there. And the last color I have is the darkest in the collection. It has lipstick on the bottom, and I don't really know why or where that came from, so that's kind of interesting. Oh well. And it is in I Get So OOC, and it is another frost, and like I said, that is the deepest color in the collection. It's this sort of browny, kind of shimmery color. That is what that, excuse me, So Dramatic liner was made to go with, I believe. And it just looks like that. Super beautiful. This is the array of the lipsticks. All of the lip products are actually on my hand somewhere. They go really well together for like lining and topping and whatnot. So I am not normally into brown tones on my lips. I'm getting a little bit more into them now, as long as it's more of like a lighter shade of brown, and this one does not disappoint at all. It's absolutely beautiful, and because it is a frost, even though it does look quite dark in the tube, looks pretty dark when you swatch it a few times there, it can be more sheared out if you just apply a little bit less of it. I love this color, absolutely gorgeous. I'm actually going to wear it for the rest of the video while I show you the other products that I picked up. So I was also lucky enough, I picked up both of the eye palettes. So these have that same glittery outside, and the inside is the matte gold again. So this first palette is in I'm That Chick You Like, and this one is the more gold tones. Oh, that's perfect how you can see it there. So the colors in it are Whenever You Call, Can't Escape Me, Golden Petals Scattering, and Now, or excuse me, How You Thrill Me. So again, I am going to swatch all of these for you. So those are the colors from this palette here. Sorry, I want to pick up a little bit more of that one. They're beautiful. The color payoff is great. Pigmentation, especially because most of them are not matte shadows. They're super, super buttery. So those are those right there. So this top corner one, oh sorry, I just like gouged my finger in it, is that first one. It is a little bit lighter, more difficult to see. So I'm going to turn my hand like that. Having said that, it would be really pretty as like a buffer color, a blender color, anything like that. I can't believe I almost didn't get it, but I almost didn't pick up this quad. I thought I was going to be okay with just the one. But just like that lipstick, when I saw it in the stores, I knew I had to have it and I wouldn't be satisfied until I walked away with it. So the other one is in It's Everything. And it has a Diamond Butterfly, I'd Give My All, Twinks, which I'm pretty sure is one of their permanent colors, and Images of Rapture. This one I knew I wanted, and I've actually strangely gotten more use out of the other one, which is kind of funny. But those are the colors. And that one, I'm trying to swatch this where you guys can actually see it, because I think where I can see things on my arm and where you guys can are completely different. And there's that golden kind of color. So just like that. So in each of them, they kind of do have like a shimmery gold, but as you can see, this one is more of like a white gold. When I did put it on my lid, I wasn't expecting it to be so pigmented. Most whites aren't that pigmented, in my opinion. And I wasn't ready for it, and blending it out was a little bit difficult. So those are the 8 colors that came in the collection. Each of them is a really great quad. You can do definitely a full look in it, more dramatic, more not. There's excellent color range in both of those. So I was also lucky enough to pick up the Extra Dimension Skinfinish in My Mimi. Like, how gorgeous is that? It is literally just like, it looks like liquid gold. And it has her face on it, of course. Again, another one I don't really want to swatch, but of course I will, because I'm of the opinion that if you have makeup, you should be using it. So I'm just going to take a little bit of her hair there. Look at how beautiful that is. It looks exactly like it does in the pan. I'm getting really low on my arm here. We're going to go over here. Oh my goodness. Look at how beautiful that is. It's this really pretty, almost like goldeny bronze highlight sort of color. That's going to look gorgeous, especially on deeper skin tones, I would actually think. On mine, I think I would have to buff it out a little bit more, but I'm definitely going to get use out of that. This is absolutely beautiful. The last product I have to show you, I am so lucky that I got my hands on it. This was the most coveted one. It sold out the quickest online. I know in my store they only got 8 in, and they sold out super quick. The girls were driving to Scarborough to get them, and that is the Touch My Body Loose Powder. And it sort of comes in like, I almost look at this as like that old-timey Hollywood sort of makeup case. You very rarely see, at least MAC makeup doesn't come like this. So again, it has the glitter lid. I still have the plastic on it. I haven't even taken it off yet. Her signature is across the top. You can't see it, I'm sure, because of the plastic, and I do apologize for that. And it sort of comes off, and it comes with this beautiful like puff, which is so soft. I'm probably not even going to use it for makeup, to be honest. Super, super gorgeous. It is sealed right now, but I'm going to open it so again we can look at it together. So that's just kind of how it comes there. It is a loose powder. Oh, I just stuck my hand in the sticker. Hold on, let me see if I can get a little bit of this on my finger here. I just don't want to waste the product, you know, because they're so highly coveted and not everybody got them. So it kind of looks like that. I don't know how much you can see the shimmer, and I'm going to put it right next to the other one. So that is more of a true gold. Again, absolutely beautiful, especially maybe for my skin tone a little better than that one because it is a little bit more light in color. I'm obsessed with the packaging. They knocked it out of the park. It's gorgeous. If you get a chance to get your hands on this collection, definitely do it. If not, I'm so sorry that you missed out on it, but I'm really happy that I was able to get it. And for anybody that was interested in getting it last time, the Max Selena collection is about to be relaunched online, so keep your eyes out for that, and hopefully you can pick up any pieces from that you maybe missed next time. So, that's it for my MAC haul. I know it was a lot. Thanks for bearing with me through this video. I'm sorry my throat's a little scratchy. I think I'm catching a bit of a cold. I just want to wish you guys a Merry Christmas. I'm going to be putting up another video probably that I'm going to film tonight, and it's going to be another subscription box unboxing, so keep your eyes out for that. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, whatever you celebrate, and I hope you guys have an awesome holiday season with your family and friends. If you guys like this video, please hit the button down below, subscribe, leave comments as to what you want to see, any suggestions you guys have for me. I am open and willing to take all of them. Thanks so much, guys. Bye.